Maybe we aren't an exact fit for the planet. Maybe we got some weird alien DNA. So that's why I'm cool with the reptiles, because I'm like, it's probably just me and the Jews. Like, we're probably the reptiles. Probably like all the brown people. Maybe that's why America only fights wars with the brown people, because they're like trying to take over this planet. It's a hostile takeover. That's the big joke. We've been going through all these sci-fi stories and what-ifs about aliens, and the reality is that the white people are aliens. They've been taking over the world slowly.
Yeah?
This whole fucking time.
So the white people are the ones from outer space?
Yeah, we're from outer space.
I wonder about that
From
sometime.
Mars, dude. We fucking blew the shit up out of Mars. And then we fucked up Atlantis. And created a polar shift. Yeah, I don't know. I'm mixing a lot of shit together right now.
It's all good.
Isn't it hard not to believe in Atlantis just a little, just because it's been referenced so often, like through so many cultures?
I do believe in Atlantis. I mean, if Pangea could have existed at a time, who's to say there wasn't? Like, now could it? Everything's been mystified, and like myths grow.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe there's a place called Atlantis, and based on some shit that I've seen from the Roman Empire and the Egyptians, I wouldn't doubt if they were highly civilized and advanced. I don't know if it was like, I don't know if they had glass buildings and they were riding hovercrafts around, but
right.
They could have been though. If
there's no way to know.
You guys have looked into like
lost tech and shit.
Well, here we should we just
pre-civilizations.
Oh, sneak attack.
You were talking about reptiles and shit, and I was like, we just need to get to recording because this is similar.
Oh, okay.
Sneak attack, you
We haven't
bastard.
done that in a while.
I like
I'm
it.
sorry.
It's all
It's
good.
It's a quality move. I like it.
It is.
Go there. Anyhow, but you've seen where like maybe somebody else built the pyramids and the Egyptians found them and used them, that kind of shit.
Thoth built the pyramids and wrote the Emerald Tablets.
I don't know, shit just rusts away. It's not that hard for me to believe that some culture could have like surpassed us on this planet and been wiped away.
Right.
And then like came back. We've seen like climate change happen quick, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
so that kind of backs up a idea of Atlantis to me, just because it could have been, but it might just be a lot fucking older to be like wherever it's at. Isn't there other like cities underwater? You guys know more about this shit than I do.
Yeah, in the center of the Earth, because the Earth is flat, and there's the city in the center of it.
Okay.
I've been there on the Beatles' Yellow Submarine.
Hitler's hanging out. Antarctica's a myth. It's just like a bunch of ice on the outside.
Yep.
Of this like half circular rock thing that we're floating on. It's like what are those called? Oh, a snow globe. Like a half of a snow globe on the back of a sea turtle. You're using the word globe. Yeah, because the firmament. That protects us from the Van Allen belt.
Yeah.
Protects us from the radiation. It's the firmament. Look it up.
Say that 12 times fast.
It's in Genesis somewhere.
Firmament.
So just beyond the North Pole must be Atlantis?
It's in that hole in the center of the Earth where the sun dips in at the end of each day, and we think we're spinning in a circle, but the Earth is spinning around us.
I think what happened was the collision that made the moon, allegedly, shifted the planet's spin and tilted Atlantis into an Arctic region.
And then, like, two people just fucked us back into existence, but they were retarded and gave us, like...
Well, people that were off country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, goodwill ambassadors that, like, survived the, like, oh, shit, like, our people no longer exist.
Yeah, Noah and the incest
I get to fuck my cousin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing happened to, like, start out so backward it takes so long to get caught back up again.
How do you think the Egyptians got those long-ass skulls, man?
Well, and
sibling fucking.
What if an alien tech came here, but they didn't realize that the water was salt water, and everything that they had just corroded away because of the salt water and shit.
Sounds like a Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
But the time frame we're even talking about, you don't need salt to like corrode metal. You just need oxygen. And
yeah.
moisture. So like that's why I was like, you could.
But
have
it speeds it
we
up.
have now this plastic, everything. In
Oh
a
yeah.
million years is gone.
Oh yeah.
There's no only thing that lasts through that is the shit that's written in stone. And look at the people that write in stone. It's dead people and crazy motherfuckers. What is that pillar? I feel like we've talked about this.
Well, I took one class.
But how much of Earth is just covered in water that we can't even get to?
I don't have a map.
Shit tons.
71.3%.
But that's if you believe it's a globe. We don't really know how
Yeah,
far.
if you're a jackass.
Yeah.
No, but all kidding aside, to jump back to the little jokes I was making about there being a hole in the center of the Earth, and that is part. There are flat Earth theories that believe that there's actually another world in the center of the Earth, the one that Hitler was looking for, and that the sun dips in and out of the center, and that's why when you get to the North Pole, there are that's why the sky gets green. Because of the aurora borealis, and they say that is the center of the Earth, and you can actually, if you get all the way to it, you go down, and that's where that's where you hear the many myths about emeralds, like the Emerald Room, the Emerald Throne. It all stems from this original myth that the world is flat, and that's the center of the Earth, and if you crawl down there, you're in the Emerald World or whatever. It's the opposite, it's the parallel, whatever to our. Just look up Emerald City, and you can start finding some interesting stuff about that.
Emerald City.
Yeah, but
we figured too much shit out.
People talk about that shit like it's real.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
it is, because I'm never going to the North or South Pole, so I'll never be able to tell you, folks.
Oh, neither have I.
Been out to space, we'll never be able to take a picture.
If you're ever a billionaire, will you please finance my getting my pilot's license, and then buying the plane and going to the North Pole and seeing what happens afterward? And
so
if I get shot down by the government, just live stream that shit.
So you can be JFK Jr.
Yeah, we won't tell anybody. We'll film it documentary style, and then the day my plane is supposed to go over the North Pole, you can show it live, the documentary. If I get shot down, you can show that directly after, live.
Who's going to train you to fly the plane?
That's what I said. I just need you to front the money. This is billionaire Kevin or millionaire Kevin.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the only way to train on flying a plane is
fucking 9 guys did it, and then took down some towers in the Pentagon. I'm just saying.
But their passports survived.
I mean, you could have used some real examples, and you might have been able to convince me. But using those examples,
yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. I'll give you that, but I'm not trying to fly a passenger jet either. I've met some retards that can fly planes.
No, the point that I'm trying to make is that JFK Jr. had a trainer in the plane with him. Probably, if you wanted to play along with the theory that he didn't just die in a storm, that he was murdered, it would be his flight instructor would have been the one to, I guess in that scenario, take one for the team, which is why I don't buy that scenario very much. That you'd have some sort of,
because what's he get out of it?
Exactly. He's like, oh yeah, I'll get one. I'll take one too. I mean,
they might have had some shit on him though, and they were like, "We'll take care of your kid, no matter what. You're dead. Either we shoot you here, or you do this shit, and we take care of your kid."
Or it was something like he killed JFK, and he called for his pickup. He's like, okay, I did what I'm supposed to do. Where's the pickup? And then they're like, there is no pickup. And
right.
The line cuts, and the next thing you know, he's sinking in a watery grave.
Yeah. That's not unlikely.
But to even get there, you have to.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I know, but that snippet could be taken and used
Oh, just like I'm gonna do to Sean later, where it described about him beating off to his stepdad or something.
Jesus.
Or no, it was touching him from behind.
That's right. That sounds even more sensual.
So good. The fun things you can do with audio editing, man, you can make people say some things.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see that promo video for the new Adobe software for audio?
No.
If it records just a few minutes of you talking, you can type out what you want to be said in that voice, and just using you guys talking for a few minutes, it can speak as if it was you. A full sentence that you type out.
I hate that.
Oh, Jesus.
I posted it to the Bad Dinner Guys webpage, but it's been a minute.
I hate everything about that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was terrifying. It was a little bit terrifying. But you can basically already do that on Audible. And there is a bunch of people that are on unemployment right now that already have that kind of time on their hands. It's just giving you and I the same kind of, like, ability to do it. It's not...
It's scary. Well, at least it's not free, so...
I like that kind of shit because I'm hoping it will make courts more difficult to use, where audio will be so easy to fake, or it just is inadmissible as evidence, because it's just so easy to fraud all of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my reservation
Like a
is
blood
when
test.
it's you versus the state, and they are the one who commit the fraud. Then you have to prove to a judge that they created a fraudulent tape, because that's the only time you have to worry about a fraudulent tape. If the defendant makes one, okay, what do you have to worry about if they find it? You know, there are ways to find it; they'll find it. But when they create one to convict you, how are you ever going to disprove that? You'll have to do it from behind bars during a sentence.
I don't know. Drug dealers get off just by saying, like, with enough credible, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Where there's plausible deniability, because enough like steps weren't taken to prove this log that it could have been faked or it could have been tampered with. There's just, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't fucking know a whole lot about this shit. I just said what my hope was.
Right.
I'd like to see like all this data collection that they're doing and all that stuff not even matter, because like they're already running into, there's so much out there, they don't even really know what to do with it. Like they just have to store somewhere. It's hard to get through it, but I don't know. It'd be cool.
Just makes to me it also. My other thought, I guess, it makes it that much easier to fake news. If you can, I don't know if you guys have saw that video. It had a voice actor and then a stock video of Putin, and then it just had the guy saying whatever he wanted into his webcam, and they basically just cut out the mouth and replaced Putin's mouth with his mouth, and it looked as if Putin was saying everything he was saying.
Really?
And if you were looking closely enough,
you could tell.
And if you already had the knowledge that's the part that ruined it for me, is it was a side-by-side. So they had the two individual feeds and the big picture right next to it. And I felt like if they had just shown me the big picture first and tried to convince, and just let me see if I don't know if I would have figured it out having not already known that's what it was.
I feel it.
I wish they would have shown it to me and then revealed it to see if it tricked me at all, or if I immediately was like, why is this dude's mouth so wide?
Right.
It did feel like when you paid attention, it looked like his mouth was a little big for his face.
Okay.
Also, the guy smiled a lot, which is not something I see Putin do a lot at a podium.
No.
What is that going to do for the porn industry? There's going to be an app that's going to kill porn, where you can just upload a picture of whoever the fuck you're trying to, like, beat off to, and tell them what you want her to say, and it will be able to just fucking...
There is. Everybody
beats me to these fucking
if there was ever
it's
a
a
time
photo
for
recognition. I don't know if it's an app, but it's a website. You submit a picture, and it shows you a woman in the porn industry that looks just like her.
Okay, that's not exactly the same.
It's not exactly.
It's not exactly the same, but it's on the same roadway.
Basically, trying to trim that woman's job and turn it into a robot.
Right.
And give the money to somebody that typed the code to make, like, I don't know.
And really pave a new way for all the stalkers out there, because then once they can just get a picture and then save $300 and throw an Oculus, whatever, the little VR thing in their little tree hut with their hair doll, and virtually get what they deserve.
Ooh.
Giggity. But yeah, it really would shake porn up. But I feel like that would be creepy.
Super.
I'm not above.
Creepy, though.
I'm not above thinking about a chick that I'm into and like imagining doing it with her while I'm jerking one. But taking a picture of her and submitting it into some software and having it spit back out a VR experience or a computer experience where I'm watching 3D-ish porn that looks like her because of that. I'm not saying it won't be a success. I think it would be a smashing success. Me personally, I think it would creep me out too much. And then what happens if you do end up getting there with that girl someday? She's not going to live up to this CGI expectation.
Here's my thing. You never waste the money trying. Because instead of, like, hitting her up for the 15th time, you just strap on old VR, beat off one more time, and go to bed and save all the fucking, like, money that you would spend pursuing it, the fucking face. Hey, you might even be productive in that time and do some other shit.
I mean, but there's a bevy of porn stars. Why don't you just go with a porn star instead of
I don't know, man. I don't like
being
porn
like
stars.
Fred Durst and beating off to an old girlfriend?
I respect Fred Durst. I don't know, man. What you got against Fred Durst?
I don't.
Fred Durst, I hope you hear what Kevin just had to say about you.
You don't really hear those words very often.
What's that?
I respect Fred Durst. At least not in that specific order of people saying words. I've heard people say, I have no respect for Fred Durst.
If I had to put an over-under on how many times that sentence is said in the United States a week, I would put that over-under at 1.
So you guys,
And I would go under.
So you guys won't be joining me at Dayton to see Limp Bizkit at the Sunoco then?
If it's at a gas station, maybe. Yeah, do we want to do that?
Oh, that's not real, by the way.
I'll Periscope it if it's real. I saw the article. It said it's real the second time. I love that you can just get a double troll on somebody like that. This time they're coming, and it's for real. And people are like, oh my god, yes, I can't wait to go. And it's like, holy shit, man.
That gas station's going to be so heated.
Oh
I
my
promise you they're
god.
gonna have cops there, like, waiting. Because it's going to be fucks. Like, who has the time to go to Dayton gas station knowing Limp Bizkit is going to be there for no other reason than to, like, join up with other people that also know they're not going to be there to just stand around at this gas station? Like, they could get so many drug busts or anything else out of it. Like, just have a cop sitting at one of the pumps.
I'm just thinking the worst case scenario, and the goddamn gas station goes up in flames.
That would be how you knew Limp Bizkit was about to land. You'd be like, oh shit, it's real! And the gas station's on fire, and everybody's like waiting for the show, and then like one guy's like, no, the gas station's just on fire.
Yeah.
Somebody's
trying to freebase some fucking crack or something a little too close to one of the gas pumps.
I feel like it's that like Bloody Mary where if you just like bring crack needles in a gas station and a bunch of rednecks together, Limp Bizkit has to appear.
Possibly.
You don't have to say it 3 times. You just have to bring the 3 chemical elements together.
Right.
That are Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
and put them on a welfare check.
Dayton helps a lot too.
Dayton helps.
And you got to put them on a welfare check.
Yeah, that's most of the like I was saying. You can't have a job. Like even if you don't work that day, are you really going to use your off time to drive to Dayton to not see Limp Bizkit? But see a bunch of Limp Bizkit fans.
I'm going to have to ride down on the tractor the day before.
I would do it just to Periscope it. I'd go live from that gas station and be like, look, see, we were here, BDG, we're at this Limp Bizkit concert. They're just beatboxing and talking into the speaker, talking into the PA system.
Oh my god.
But it's cool, man. I'm covering it.
What if we rented an RV?
Watch this happen.
But rented the RV in Dayton so it's cheap as fuck, just for like 6 hours, and just drive the RV there and like be blasting the music and just us get out and start interviews in the audience and like hype them up and Periscope the shit, and then just get back on the RV and pull out. And the entire time they'll just think Limp Bizkit's on the fucking bus. They'll be like, oh shit, he's actually here. And more people will come, and we just fucking leave and act like double troll that shit.
I could put on an arm tattoo sleeve and shave this into a goatee and try to pretend to be Fred Durst if you want. And we can get.
Please do it. And just like look out your window here and there. Free base behind the like curtain.
Put up a put a flag up on the RV. It says Limp Bizkit tour bus. The problem I see with that plan is how you can convince someone to rent you an RV for 6 hours and also convince them that you're not renting it just to fuck in it.
They don't don't care though. They're renting you the RV. If you're renting it for 6 hours.
For 6 hours, you'll be like, I've seen Breaking Bad.
we need to rent an RV for the weekend. Just bring it back 6 hours early.
Say you need to rent this for a scene in your movie. Like, no, don't.
It's not straight any further.
Make it sound less like porn, dude.
They rent it to strangers to drive across the country.
Right.
Are they really going to be mad that you're like, yeah, I want to take it down the road and use it for 6 hours for this movie and then bring it back to you?
We're not serial killers.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, I don't think it'd be that hard to convince a place that already rents RVs to rent
it's not going to be hard in an RV. I mean, there's just going to be too many people around.
For what? Oh. Kevin, we already have you on air saying multiple people can be around. You're fine.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn guerrilla recordings.
That wasn't even. You can
I
blame
just
whatever
offered
you
it up
want.
willingly, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot. It is what it is.
I guess.
It's the perils and the wonders of BDG. God damn it.
Oh, yes.
What's God got to do with it?
Nothing.
Everything. And that's what the flat earthers are trying to tell you, Kevin.
You know, on a different conspiracy theory tilt, though, one of the ones that interests me the most is the idea that Christians are actually worshiping the devil. And I think that one day needs to be a BDG conspiracy theory focus, whatever. Those episodes don't have names, just every once in a while we...
A conspiracy file.
Yeah, every once in a while we don't make dick jokes and we actually do research on stuff that's probably all made up, but...
It's starting to sound a lot like work. And
I didn't say you guys are going to do it. I said I'm going to do it. I'll just do it under the air quote company banner.
Like I did with that Assassins thing.
Yeah, you just,
Investigative journalism.
I don't want to have like a whole conspiracy show. I just want to every once in a while look into weird stuff like why some people would argue that Christians have been duped into worshiping Satan. Like that's a crazy one where you want to see how someone tied that together to where they want to actually make that argument.
100% tongue-in-cheek. Without the video, that's hard to get across with my constant monotone.
That's fair.
No, we've talked about that before, actually, Gnosticism and all that, and definitely would be interested in talking about that, or at least listen to it.
Oh, dude, you can be part of this panel.
I could totally believe that.
We need to have a cosmic conference. Just talk about
cosmic conference.
I need to learn about other religions. I want to even get obscure with it. I want to figure out what... Because, Jedi is a practicing religion on this planet. And I really want to pick up some of their pamphlets and see what it is they talk about at church.
I think they have... what is it? The dark side and the light side.
Sure,
well, I mean, I don't feel like you walked out on too far of a limb there. That's certain. You're probably right. I guess what I meant was, do you think they just copied and pasted everything from the movie? I bet they've elaborated, and I'd like to see what it is they actually teach.
I feel like I remember hearing once that it was basically Buddhism, but how everything has a sect, and it was actually a real sect of Buddhism that he actually stole off of. But, again, this is background in my head that could have just been somebody drugged out as fuck on a bar. I don't know where that stuck from at all, so look it up.
Fair enough.
I mean, outside of the lightsabers, that idea of what they do with the mind control and the ability to jump high, that's not... That's rumors of people being able to do that if they are able to focus their mind have existed as long as time. I mean, look at all the old... I mean, as long as people have existed, stories have existed. So as long as you've had imaginations, people talk about shit like that still now, that you can meditate yourself into being able to do neo-matrixy type things. And it's about what you choose to believe and what you can Photoshop.
You don't bend the spoon. You bend yourself.
No, you remember that there is no spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you stop trying to think about bending the spoon and understand that the spoon doesn't exist. I'm wrong too. It's a hard ass quote to remember.
It is.
But
it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
What would happen? What would you do if you did let's just say with a spoon? If you're holding up a spoon,
I would focus the rest of my life honing my ability and become a criminal warlord.
Yeah. See, this is why this stuff scares me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad to actually have you in the same room as me with Lou, because if shit ever goes bad, I need someone else around.
I'd be Magneto.
I can't,
See, this is what, to ask me the same question, you'd have to outline the power you have. Can you only bend spoons? Can you bend stronger shit than that? How powerful am I? Because that dictates a lot of what I can. If I can only bend spoons,
so you guys immediately both went to power.
Ears.
I'm just saying, in one instance, you're holding a spoon, and you're pretty sure you just bent it with your mind, like, what would be your reaction? He goes to Warlord, and you're like, what's the extent of my power?
Exactly.
I'm asking, like, whether or not you would go to a psychiatrist or be like, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I just
last
built
thing
this.
I would do is go to my parents or a psychiatrist. Literally, the first thing I would do is be like, I don't want to tell anybody, but I need to see, like, what this is about.
Yeah,
like,
let's see if I can't lift skirts and open lockers at school.
that is not at all what I said, but if I can bend some steel beams and work for George Bush, okay. You know, be a millionaire. But if I can only bend spoons, it's like being able to wiggle my ears. It's just like a party trick. There's nothing I can do with it. I'm like, oh, fuck, I can bend spoons.
Ooh, I don't want a free drink at the bar every now and again.
But it could also get you not laid. Because, like, you're just a freak. You can only bend spoons. You're just weird, but only
yeah, but
weird
magic,
enough.
yeah, but you just pretend you're a magician.
Yeah.
Or just tell them it's a magic trick, and you don't tell them how they do it. I've seen... It surprises me. It really surprises me when I see dudes use magic at the bar and get laid. But for some reason, it's a possibility.
That's happened in front of you?
Yeah. That's a thing, man.
Did it kill your ambition for like a week?
By ambition, do you mean ability to get an erection?
No, ambition to live. Like, where you're like, I don't want to live here anymore.
I guess also, yes.
Okay.
The deck of cards, at first I was like, alright, well this dude just likes to play with a deck of cards, so naturally he learns some tricks. I get it, you know, if you have a manual fixation, you know, maybe he just has he's a really bad fidgeter or something. So it's how he can talk to people. But when you pulled out, like, the silver rings, the ones that, you know, you can't pull
So
apart,
he came prepared.
That's what pisses me
No,
off.
it's his shtick. There's a guy in my hometown that every night he's out at the bar, he's a barman magician. And that's his thing. Like, he tries to get laid that way. I watched this dude hit on my mom as well. That was a funny story. On my 21st birthday. Like, this dude's been around my town forever.
Jesus.
I still see him around every once in a while, I think.
Fuck you, I paid for her drinks. You ain't taking her home.
Yeah.
It's been, that's what I would yell.
That's about
I pulled my scarf out. That bitch is here. Back the fuck up.
I spit my chaw at her feet. She's mine. You know the rules. Then they have a illegal cockfight in Kentucky to the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a throwback joke. Bam.
I thought it was bare knuckle hogfight.
That sounds like two guys masturbating at the same time. Or just one person.
Bare knuckle hawk fight.
Bare knuckle. Oh, you said hawk?
Hog.
I thought you said hog.
Bare knuckle hog.
You say bare knuckle hog
really
fight.
does sound like a
does.
I
only
think
two people show
that
up.
does.
I think of like either that or just if that's what you would refer to yourself when you masturbate. Like, I'm gonna have a bare knuckle hog fight. You fighting your hog naked. You're in bare knuckle. But
You
yeah,
look so
That
foul,
is
you
it.
go home have bare knuckle hog fight.
We just came up with a redneck slang.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
If that's not on,
That's
Bare
the
knuckle hog fight.
That's gotta be the title of this episode, man.
Yes.
okay, I'm good with that.
The bare knuckle hog fight.
The bare knuckle hog
Let's
fight.
get that into Urban Dictionary with
That's
all
what
of
I'm
our
trying to think
separate definitions.
We should just capitalize on it and make our own dictionary.
Let's
It's
make
falling off.
You guys want to make T-shirts?
I'm down.
BareKnuckleHogfight.com.
At bare knuckle hog fight.
That's just gonna be a homepage of what just like
Just buy the domain
gifs
and make
of
it
like
relink.
people jerking off.
Oh no. You just make it hot link to like X Hamster like
gonna be
solo dude snap
Yeah.
or webcam.
It's gonna be the new Lemon Party or Meat Spin. It's just gonna be like a straight up prank website. Be like, oh my god, I want to watch two wild boars fight. Like, oh my god, it's just a bunch of old men masturbating.
I love it.
Yeah,
My wife won't even know it's porn.
Why can't I flip this tab?
But you have to dub over it the squealing of a pig.
You do. I need a different animal.
It's a hog
I
fight.
just need a different pig.
Yeah.
I need to hear a cow mew or something.
A cow
Cow
mew.
mew.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
I didn't know cows could mew.
You ain't touching them right then.
No.
You ever made a cow pair, dude?
No.
You didn't milk them good enough.
I just tip them and
You get
Watch
that.
out,
You get
someone's gonna
that
steal that cow.
back
You don't
left
make
leg
it.
kicking.
No.
A dog when you scratch them in the right spot.
I've only kicked them and pierced their nipples.
Growing up in Farmersburg, Indiana, as I did, the rule was you don't get to enjoy the milk unless the cow enjoys giving it to you.
Oh.
So we had to learn the old squeeze and stroke. Yep.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah. So you wanted to make sure your milk was made with love.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what organic meant to me, at least.
Organic. Yeah, that's why all they.
Right.
It's actually all they did was they just took the S out and replaced. They swapped a couple things out here and there.
I was like, where the fuck were you going with? Took the S out
and then just swapped the M and the N. This is what conspiracy theorists do. They'd be like, well, you see, if you replace the S and the M with an A, then it's practically the same word, which means it's connected.
Yeah.
Don't forget to change it into Hebrew.
Because aliens.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's aliens. Remember that GIF?
Yeah. Yeah, I only saw the GIF.
That crazy guy with the hair? Aliens.
From Ancient Aliens to do.
I know. I said yeah. Dude, I'm on board. I just keep wondering why you guys.
I don't have a monitor on.
I'm starting to think
turn my Kev up. No, yo, turn my Kev up.
I'm starting
to. My monitor turned up so I can hear Kev more.
I'm starting to think I'm in a glitch matrix right now.
I'm glitching.
I'm gonna start cutting you off by just saying turn Kev up.
Like the RAM. Like the processing.
Like the RAM of Aries
is going down. See, when he says stuff like that, I feel like you guys, my simulation's operating on low batteries right now.
Who is the sacrifice today?
I don't know. Why you got a blue frog on your shelf? What's that mean? There's hidden meanings in everything. There's flamingos. There's all kinds of occult shit hanging out. Where am I? Is that Pepe? You got Pepe the frog all over in here?
Maybe.
Fucking Egyptian gods on the wall? This is when the one time RJ shows up. I am the sacrifice. That's why you made the joke, isn't it?
I didn't even know. I just wanted some KFC.
I feel like I'm in the 5th Indiana Jones movie. Is KFC going to be open?
No. Kevin Fried Chunks, bitch.
Oh.
What is chance?
What?
What is chance?
Chunks.
What is that?
Kevin Fried Chunks.
Like chicken chunks? Like
chunks of Kevin that
okay.
are fried up.
Yeah. There was some some of it was implied.
Sorry to kill the...
Be a snack. Yeah, I know. I'm glad that you did it. You needed it.
A little uncomfortable.
Cool him down a little bit. We needed a nice hot glass, not hot. Nice hot glass of ice water.
Nice hot glass of ice water.
I know, that's exactly.
That's what I order every time I go to the
Once I realized what I was going
restaurant.
to say, I just had to come out with it. I was like, this is embarrassing. I need to just get it out. But, yeah. Nice glass of ice water to the face.
That's the title of my first special.
Hot glass of ice water?
No, this is embarrassing. I need to just get it out. It's not as funny as when I repeat it.
It's so long.
That should... water sounds like Amy Schumer's next.
Honestly, no, fuck her. That should be the name of your memoirs. A hot glass of ice water.
No, it's Amy Schumer's fucking menopause memoirs.
Let's make it a poll. Let's put it up to a vote.
Yeah.
Let people decide.
Yeah.
Who gets
What's the over-under?
Who gets the rights? I mean, with that, you wouldn't really be able to go over.
No, I was just.
We could go spread though. I'd give it. I put the odds in Schumer's favor. I don't know how to make odds for that.
Would the spread be on her going through menopause and writing this before you?
The spread would be White Eagle.
Is that the spread?
I don't know. You get to decide. That's the great thing about being Vegas. Like, you just get to decide what the prop bets are.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel like. If you're like, neither team's power forward will score 10 points tonight, and if there's anybody that wants to bet on that, then they'll be like, oh, I'll bet $10 that somebody scores 10 points tonight. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know I'm not good at making up prop bets.
Fair enough. I get what you're saying.
Well,
you set the odds, and then you go and you reset the odds based on how many people bite.
Like voting regions.
Kind of.
Okay.
And my Thursday night orgies.
Yeah. Those are pretty epic.
Speaking of, it's time for me to head to mine. What's Monday? My orgy?
No, it's Sunday. Today's Sunday. I don't even know
Yeah,
what
it's
day it is.
Sunday.
This is the Lord's Day. That's
yeah,
why you.
I have. Well, I have a different orgy on Sunday.
That would make sense. Satanic.
Yeah.
No.
Sunday,
Well,
orgy.
the one tonight's especially special.
Well, no, the Sunday morning.
April
at 3 a.m.
30th.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's the Lord's Day.
Right on. Let's sacrifice some virgins. You guys want to give your plugs?
Oh, Lucky's Comic Talk.
I don't care how bald I get. I will never get hair plugs.
At least you didn't take the direction.
Just like LeBron didn't get hair plugs, and just like Daniel Tosh didn't get hair plugs. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it right now.
But Roseanne Barr got some ass plugs.
I would agree to that. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that.
Self-imposed, maybe.
Lucky's tip of the night. Roseanne Barr, ass plugs, probably happened. Over, under, we don't really need to know. Captain, what is your Twitter that you're promoting now?
It's my boy Kev for now.
Yeah, my boy Kev.
I feel like at some point I'll grow. It's like my angsty teen inside, just wanting to be annoying and say haha anytime anyone wants to mention me. It's at my boy Kev.
Lucky's Comic Talk.
Angsty, I was just gonna afraid I was gonna go there and just be you asking if you should kill yourself or not, and hoping somebody replies. I watched.
No, that's what mass media pod's for. Yeah. No, unfortunately, family members find out about your personal Twitter. That's why I had to just leave stuff alone on Facebook and Twitter.
Fair enough.
So I usually speak through the Bad Dinner Guest feed, which of course is at Bad Dinner Guest for everything.
Yeah, I speak through Lucky's Comic Talk Facebook, Bad Dinner Guest Facebook.
And a weekly. Oh, you beat me to it. I was gonna say weekly Ouija seance.
Yep.
But I like yours too. And Beelzebub. No, it was well done.
Well, we ended this one about 4 times. At 6 Secret Radio, if you want to find me.
It's like a good love making session.
It is.
By the way, I don't even know if we gave out our names because.
No, we didn't, because you pulled you slipped us a Mickey.
They know us by now.
I just woke up to being inserted into this crowd. It's not the first time.
I'll just save it, and I'm sure it'll come up again later.
We like inserting Kevin into things.
I had a nickel for him. I heard all of this.
That's fair. Peace.